Hello there. Ever seen a good movie that you wanted more of it? You've come to the right place. Welcome to Movie Matchmaker. We not only do movie reviews, but also help in finding other movies you are bound to enjoy. Today we look at Training Day, released in 2001, directed by Antoine Fuqua. The plot takes place over 24 hours in Los Angeles. Rookie LAPD officer Jake Hoyt, Ethan Hawke, is partnered with veteran narcotics officer Alonzo Harris, Denzel Washington, for a one-day evaluation, during which Hoyt's idealism is quickly challenged by Harris's rogue methods that blur the lines between law enforcement and criminality. But as the day progresses, Harris thrusts Hoyt into numerous morally questionable and violent situations like a staged drug bust. Hoyt's discomfort grows as the day unfolds, and he sees that Harris is driven by a very corrupt and private agenda, bringing him ever closer to having to compromise. He continues with his film as he outlines a scheme where they should ambush a drug dealer, kill, and steal the stash, leaving Hoyt as the bait. Hoyt is shocked by the level of corruption and fights back when Harris plots to kill him to avoid the discovery of his crime. The climax of the movie comes when Hoyt announces Harris for the corruption that he is involved in to his hometown. This was followed by the decline of Harris. Training Day explores themes surrounding morality, power, and integrity within law enforcement institutions, while also serving as a vehicle for Denzel Washington's Academy Award-winning performance in the role of a charming yet deeply flawed police officer. Here are 5 intense, action-packed, and charismatic films similar to Training Day. First is the 1995 release Heat, directed by Michael Mann. Heat is a very gripping crime drama which takes place within the city of Los Angeles and was constructed around the aggressive rivalry between Neil McCauley, Robert De Niro, the meticulous career criminal, and Vincent Hanna, Al Pacino, an unrelenting LAPD detective. The opening sequences find McCauley setting up one of his audacious planned heists when his crew strikes an armored car, pitting the wonderful players against each other in a high-stakes cat-and-mouse game. He becomes almost obsessed with the tracking of McCauley when he plans one final big score, a bank robbery that results in a series of close encounters and escalating tension between the two. Their lives are settled around deep commitment to their respective callings, blurring the lines of hunter and hunted. The second movie is End of Watch by David Ayer, released in 2012. The movie illuminates the lives of 2 LAPD officers as their brotherly bond and bravery are put to the test at the same time, fighting against the gang criminal atmosphere and threats in the city. The film follows LAPD officers, Brian Taylor and Mike Zavala, patrolling South Central Los Angeles on duty, following the intensity and brotherhood of police work with the gritty, found-footage style. The film follows deep friendship and the danger they face on a daily basis, heightened when they inadvertently disrupt a major cartel operation. With the discovery at hand, a target is placed on his back, violence escalates, and life-threatening confrontations continue to rise. As the two patrol the most treacherous streets of the biggest city in California and try to maintain a path of isolation from the dangerous and deadly criminal underworld, End of Watch captures the raw emotional kinship, sacrifice, and risks of today's cop. The third film is The Departed, released in 2006, directed by Martin Scorsese, which is a tense crime thriller and yet unfolds with an aura in Boston. While an undercover cop, Billy Costigan, Leonardo DiCaprio, walks the ways of the Irish mob's crime boss, Frank Costello, played by Jack Nicholson, at the same time a mole within the Massachusetts State Police, Colin Sullivan, Matt Damon, works for Costello. They would both lead dangerous double lives, each trying to discover the other's identity while maintaining his own cover. When the two finally meet face to face, the stakes become higher than ever, leading to multiple betrayals and violent confrontations. With gripping performances and difficult plotting, The Departed threads between themes of loyalty, identity, and deception toward the unequivocally dramatic and unexpected climax. Next up is Sicario, released in 2015, directed by Denis Villeneuve, tells an intense and tightly woven story in which FBI agent Kate Macer, Emily Blunt, emerges within a shadowy hitman, Matt Graver, Josh Brolin, and a mysterious solo operative, Alejandro Gilic, Benicio del Toro, premiered covert task force aimed at fighting the drug cartel's escalating violence along the U.S.-Mexico border. As the team heads deeper into a world of rip deals that is getting increasingly amoral, Kate's idealism starts butting heads with the brutal practices that constantly walk up the front doorstep of stopping the cartels. The war against narcotics lays bare many of the problems entwined within issues of ethics, through complexities and moral dilemmas that rip the fine line between justice and revenge apart, climaxing in a sweaty showdown that is hard on morals. And our number 5 pick for today, Street Kings. From 2008, directed by David Ayer, it stars Keanu Reeves in this tense LA crime thriller, where veteran LAPD officer Tom Ludlow finds himself in the middle of a plot involving police force corruption after his former partner, Terrence Washington, Terry Crews, is killed. As he wades through this conspiratorial and dangerous landscape in trying to clear his name of murder charges, Ludlow must begin to question his own methods and the overall corrupt practices that frame those around him. With the help of the detective Paul Discant, played by Chris Evans, Ludlow reveals a trail of betrayal that spreads far into the force and is finally reaching its claustrophobic endgame, violent confrontation, and challenges to his moral compass. If you are a high-stakes confrontation movie lover, these are sure picks for you. Thanks for watching.